Hello, Facebook land. I have been putting off this conversation for the Deep Important Shit broadcast for a while. And today's the day to start talking about it. And the topic is death. And yes, I'm wearing black, and that was kind of not intentional, but it works really well. I'll just say, like last year, I started looking online because I was thinking about the importance of death. I mean, it's something that we all have to go through eventually, and it's nothing that we are ever taught how to do or learn to prepare for in any like broad way or general way. Um, and so I started looking online for things about, how to prepare for death, how to die, how to how to meet death before death, that kind of thing, and came up with very, very little. And I thought, wow, that's a need. And it seems like, in the times that we're in, where there's all this fear, irrational, rational, whatever, fear about death and dying from this virus or something else entirely, but it's just basically fear of dying and fear of the unknown. I mean, they're very closely related. So, uh, the things that we're afraid of kind of drive us, especially if we're not conscious of them. They can make our decisions for us, and they can make us irrational. So maybe the fear of death isn't irrational, but it leads to irrational decision making. And so we really have to come to face this fear. Hi, cousin. This fear we have about death. We're afraid to talk about it. It's a taboo subject, and I think the time has come to make it more of a conversation. Whether we fear it or not, whatever our concepts are around it, we need to talk about these things. And this situation with the virus and the people that are dying has really brought it, right here into our face. We can't ignore our fear of death anymore. We have to deal with it. We have to look at it. And the thing is, we want to be able to control things, our lives, other people, and we can't. And we can't control death either. And, even though when I was looking for workshops or writings on this topic and how to do it, how to prepare for death or become more friendly with death. While there wasn't a lot out there, I know from experience that in certain traditions that it is something looked at. And like the young Drung Bun that I was initiated into several years ago, they really look at it and work with it in really intense ways and ways that take courage. And they because they have that relationship with death, they have a different relationship with life. They consider life to be so precious and so fleeting. And so that paradigm that they have or hold helps them to make the most out of life and to be more cognizant of the fact that it can go at any moment. We can't control that. We can't control that for ourselves. We can't control that for other people that we love, for our pets. There's just no control. And that can be really disconcerting and painful. And, death is a really broad topic as well. So like in grief is kind of like its own subject, and I'm not going to talk about that today. I'm just talking about our awareness of death and our awareness that things really don't belong to us. They might belong to us for a short period of time while we're alive. But when we're dead, we don't take it with us, and we say these things kind of like platitudes, but I don't think we grok them. I don't think we really integrate them into our experience and into our, I don't know, we're constantly pushing the thoughts of death away from us. We don't want to look at it. We don't want to smell it. We don't want to see it. And when we do, when it's in our face, it brings up just so many different emotions and so many fears. So I guess I just wanted to start the ball rolling about a conversation about death, and to look at how different cultures look at it, like the Tibetan Bund, and like also in shamanism, in the Toltec, death is made a friend, or an ally, an advisor is the word. Yeah, so instead of being afraid of this conversation, instead of being afraid of dying, why not just face it now? So that when it happens, and it will happen, we're ready. We're not so freaked out. We're not living our life trying to run from it, when really the only option we have is to move through it, towards it, and through it, and come out the other end, whatever that may be. And we don't know that either, though we would like to. We have lots of stories about it. So that's all I've got for now, but I will continue this conversation as I'm inspired to. Thanks for watching. Bye.